How many kids are you looking to have overall?
17.
Are there certain age
17
gaps?
children.
And actually, we got this question again as well. How many children would you both like to have?
The real answer? 7. No play.
Hi everyone, my name is Winnie.
And I'm Femi.
And welcome to the Doyle-Marshalls. For those of you that are new to our channel, welcome. This is us. And you are joining right at the series where we talk about postpartum stuff. So, well, mainly one thing, we're going to make padsicles. So basically what padsicles are frozen pads. And what we're going to do to prepare these frozen pads is we're going to open these up. We're going to throw some witch hazel on, some aloe, and it just provides, and throw them in the freezer, and it just provides a cooling effect for postpartum, you know, after you push a baby out and everything hurts. So that's what we're preparing for right now.
Yes, yes we are.
And Femi's helping me make these. Yay!
It's a fun day.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I've been excited to make these. So what we're gonna do first is, oh yeah, we have our tea if you're wondering why we have these. Okay, so while we make these padsicles, we're also going to be answering, we asked you for some questions through our social media. By the way, you should follow us on social media. You can follow me, I'll list it right here at Winnie doyle-marshall and Femi at Femi doyle-marshall on Instagram, and yeah, feel free to follow us. That's where we, you know, do a little Q&As, throw a little sneak peek in, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be answering some of those today as well while we make that. What I'm going to do first is we picked up some witch hazel and some aloe from the pharmacy. So they're just regular brands, and I'm going to pour some witch hazel in here. Just so it's easier.
You get the aloe gel.
Here.
For some reason, I had this vision in my mind. This would look green. I don't know why. When I actually know what aloe looks like from the plant.
This is a lot.
That is a lot. So we can freeze it.
You poured so much aloe in here. That's not how much. I don't think we'll need all that much.
Okay.
And I just bought like a pair of like really long always maxi pads. Obviously you could use any brand, but yeah, these are like the overnight 12-hour ones. I just wanted to make sure that they completely fill all the way and there's no leakage and stuff, and so that's kind of what I'm using. So it's pretty heavy duty. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to we're gonna peel this off.
I'm actually learning right now.
So there's this sticker. Obviously, if you're women doing this, you know what this is like.
For the fellas, I'm learning right now. If you haven't done this before.
You just peel that off. You gently open it up. The wings. I like using the ones with wings. Okay, don't stick it on the table. Oh my god.
Huh?
So
there's sticky stuff?
Yes, it's sticky.
I didn't know that.
That's why. Okay, so that's why this is on, because this part is sticky. So what you usually do is you put that around the underwear, so it sticks and it holds.
On the back of the underwear.
Yeah. So don't throw that out because we're gonna need that.
Okay.
You just open it up. You just want to open it.
This feels so complicated right now.
It's not that complicated. We're just opening a pad right now. Okay? So then you're gonna use, you can do either or. I'll do some of the aloe. Well, let's work on mine first. So I'll put the aloe on, and I'm basically just spreading it on around the center of the pad because that's probably where I'm gonna need it.
So why are you doing this exactly? Like what?
So aloe provides like a cooling effect. So you know you can use aloe for like sunburns and all that kind of stuff to just help cool your body, your skin. And it's also good for, it is good for your skin, but it provides that cooling effect. So that's why you're putting that on, because it just provides that
benefit.
Yeah.
I think there's different like healing benefits from aloe too, right?
Yeah, there are. You should look that up. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of witch hazel. I'm maybe gonna take like, I'm gonna start with like half a tablespoon. You kind of don't want to overdo it because the point of the pad also is to absorb the blood. So you don't actually want to overdo the liquids.
That makes sense.
You just want to put enough that you can put it in the freezer and it's gonna
Set.
it's gonna set, it's gonna freeze, and then when you put it on, it's gonna be like.
So you don't want this to dry then, I'm assuming. You kind of want it. You want like, will this dry or like? I don't know.
It won't dry.
Yeah.
It just gets soaked through the pad. But you don't want to over soak it because the point of the pad is to also soak up your blood
Yeah,
when you put it on.
that makes sense.
So if it's over soaked, then there won't be room for it to soak up what
All the
you
blood
need.
and all the stuff that's happening.
Yeah, all the stuff that comes out.
Okay.
So then we're gonna just close that back up.
I was about to close the one we didn't even do yet.
And then you just wanna 1, 2, 1, 2. Done.
One done.
Okay? Is that-
So that's one done. Now we're into the second one. Second one, I got this. I got it. A little bit of aloe.
Yeah.
See all that excess made sense? Okay. So we're into that mid region.
Yeah.
That mid spot.
Yeah. That's good.
That's really interesting. What's so cool about this is when you research things about the body and about different stuff that you can actually use, do you have to spread that too? Or should be fine? You find out like there's so much healing properties just in like regular natural things that exist on earth, like the aloe plant. Like you wouldn't even really think about you can use aloe gel, witch hazel. These are the basic stuff you can find around. Freeze it and use it for your body to recover. Yeah, I just got distracted.
Yeah, you want to close that.
I have.
You crumpled up.
I thought I was done.
And then that, and then that, and then you just want to close. You want to close it on the crease, right? And then just, this is the part that sticks, just a little cap. That's it. We're over there. There you go. Done. Now we can work on both of these at the same time. You have the hang of it?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna start with the Q&As while we're doing this. See this little tab?
Yeah.
That's the part.
I'm struggling. I don't.
You know what's hilarious about this? Like TMI, but I use pads. Like that's my thing. I don't use tampons or any of the other stuff. So it's just hilarious that Femi, like after 8 years, still doesn't really know how to. I mean, I guess he wouldn't know how to use a pad, obviously.
I'm so confused. Okay, let's get into these questions. Let's go.
Let's start with the questions. Okay. Ooh, here's one. Does Femi experience pregnancy symptoms like the saying goes? So the saying is like, what's the saying? Like, you know, like your partner can also experience pregnancy symptoms, or what are they called? Sympathy pregnancy symptoms?
Yeah.
Where like the partner also experiences some stuff? Do you?
No. Give me an example. What would be a good example?
Sometimes you get like really emotional.
That's me on a regular day.
But not like emotional like, oh, he wants to cry. Like that's not what I mean by emotional. Remember, like emotions are a range. Like sometimes you'll get really upset about something that you don't need to get upset over.
Okay, hold on. Here's what I will say. I disagree, but what happens when you're going through a transition? You're changing. You know, I'm just.
Oh yeah.
I'm regular Femi, you know, and then soon to be father Femi, right? Like that stage, you're going to go through different emotions. It would make sense. I think that logically makes sense. I don't think I go through the exact same type of things that you go through. Like, I don't have.
I mean, obviously not the physical symptoms.
So the hormonal ones though.
I'm just saying, you know what? Some people actually do go through the physical ones. Do you remember like there were some times where like you would feel like nausea?
Yeah, but I was eating reckless though.
I know, but like
you were eating reckless too.
No, I wasn't.
So that was just me that was eating reckless? I was eating pretty reckless.
I was having nausea because I'm pregnant. Like, oh my god. And it was so funny because in the beginning, like before I got pregnant, Femi was like, hormones, they're not even real. Like,
oh my goodness, yeah.
PMS, that's not real.
Yeah, I was kind of talking a lot of stuff I didn't know.
People experiencing stuff due to hormones, like I swear women just say it.
I needed to just stop talking. I realized that, you know, like I mentioned in the other videos, just talk less, listen more. You know, even when you don't want to listen. Like I didn't really understand that then.
You didn't.
So I was
anyway,
talking quite a bit.
That's controversial. He won't admit to feeling anything.
I felt nothing.
How do y'all work through the hard topics and conversations in your relationship?
Huh. That's a good question. Hard topics. So I would say, let's see if she agrees with what I'm saying. I think like whenever we have like deep discussions, you know, if it's like, let's say if we're like in a heated argument or a heated discussion, I'd rather say discussion,
yeah.
Right? We don't really get into arguments too much, but it's more like, what do we want each other to gain out of this experience? Right? What do we want to actually communicate? What do we want the other person to learn? What do we want our message to hit that person with? Right? The energy we have usually when we're talking is not destructive. I think that's probably like the biggest thing. Like we strive to not be destructive in how we communicate, because I find that we've seen it in our lives from like different aspects of it. Like some people in our families, some friends that we might have been in contact with, of how toxic communication can create some serious problems, not just immediately, but like later down the line. You can say something you don't really mean. So I think like the way that we handle our tough conversations, tough discussions is like, you know, we gotta talk about something. You know, we just are open and transparent.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. We're transparent in our communication.
Yeah.
And if there is something tricky to talk about, I can't think of an example right now, to be honest. But if there is something that we need to talk about, then it's like, I will, like, if it's, let's say, me, like, I would probably just ask Femi, hey, like, I really want to talk to you about something. When can we talk? Because we also both have really busy lives.
Yeah.
And so he's always working and I'm always working. Right now I'm on mat leave, but like I was always working. And like to find that time for each other to even have a conversation, like it's very much time we have to schedule in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like that's just the case.
One, actually. Like scheduling time to have these conversations.
And even when you don't have to have a serious conversation, still scheduling time to check in.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I started doing in the morning is like I have my reboot ritual I do every morning, but like the big one is I like actually physically go and check on you and like see like, okay, what's the plan for today? What's going on? Like what is actually going on? Right? And if I'm in conflict, I'll like literally say like this is how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. This
is what's happening. Like I need help. I need support. And I think that's the hardest thing.
Yeah, asking for help. But like there are times where we have to, sometimes we let it go on too long. Like obviously we're not perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes we let it go on too long where like by the time we need help and by the time we ask, it's like almost like too late.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's never too late to ask for help.
Yeah.
You know? To just say, hey, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes longer to get to that point, and then it's harder. If Femi's not okay, let's say, it's harder for me to pull him out of that.
Yeah.
Because it took so long for him to be able to say it.
Yeah.
And I was too busy to look at the signs and notice the signs, or even vice versa. Like, if he's in his office all day, almost every day, how is he gonna see that, like, I'm not doing okay?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, okay, we're all home during COVID, but that doesn't mean that we're home staring at each other and paying like, we're still working, we still have stuff to do. So
I would say the three things. I would say check in.
Yeah, check in.
Be present.
Daily check in.
Yeah, check in daily. Be present. And be transparent.
Yeah.
right? Like that's probably how we handle tough discussions. Like I'm checking in. Like if I'm not good, she's like, you're not good. Like, if she's not good, I'm like, you're not good, right?
And then there is something that we did, because tough discussions, like we could not be on the same page about some stuff.
Yeah.
And I think what, at least for me, what I try to do is when Femi's saying something that I definitely don't agree with, I make mistakes. Like there are sometimes like I'll interrupt him and I'll be like, yeah, but, or wait, what you're not thinking about, like, you know, and I'll get defensive if it's something about me or how I talk or whatever. Or if it's like I will like have my projections, and there are certain times where I literally have to like check myself to be like, okay, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I want you to keep talking. I want you to keep explaining. Maybe I'm missing it. Or I'll literally say like this morning, I don't know, it was something small, but I was like, I said something like, I was like, I don't get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Yeah, I think I don't remember what the topic was, but that ties into another strategy, a tactic I learned years ago that we've actually been doing without realizing we've been doing it consistently. Is like the 5-second, 10-second rule. You know, where like somebody's talking, first like someone has a conversation like this is I have to talk to you about this, and you pause and let that person speak to see what you need to learn from that thing.
Yeah.
And wait 5 to 10 seconds to see if they're done talking, and then you respond. Like I think that has been really useful, you know, for us. But yeah, definitely being open, being transparent. Can't remember what that other one was.
And having that agreement between the both of you.
Yeah.
Just
one person can't be saying that.
Yeah.
And then the other one's like, nah, not like that. That's a problem.
You both have to have that common agreement.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question. We could talk about relationships forever. Ooh, favorite and least favorite thing about pregnancy. Okay, my favorite thing is...
Is this your question or mine? For both of us.
I just assumed it was mine because I'm pregnant.
Fine, answer that. That's good.
But it would actually be interesting to hear your perspective. But for me, I'll start. For me, my favorite thing is probably my skin and my hair have reacted well to pregnancy. Mind you, I wasn't really taking care of my hair because I was home because of COVID. That's too much aloe. You just took a whole scoop.
I put a dollop on there.
Nah, take some off, bro.
It'll be good. It'll just...
Listen, it needs some space for whatever's coming out from the...
I was just trying to protect you.
My favorite thing is probably, my skin. Like, I haven't needed really as much makeup when I go out. I haven't felt the need. Like, I think I've genuinely felt pretty. Whether or not my...
Always pretty. What are you talking?
Oh, look at you! Look at him saying all this stuff.
That's how I got these bars, you know?
Whether I didn't even notice my skin really that much, but I just genuinely felt pretty, and yeah, when I go out in terms of my face. So that's been something that I didn't know to expect or whatever. It's just been a thing, and I think also I was just so happy to be pregnant that I just like feel so excited. So yeah, anyway, I haven't been putting on all that much makeup during this pregnancy at all, right? Wouldn't you say? Yeah. So that's one thing. My least favorite thing, oh my god. There's two things actually. I am diagnosed with gestational diabetes, so that's been hard and
probably
challenging.
put a video about that soon too.
Yeah, we're gonna put out a video about how I've been dealing with that. So that's been really, really challenging for me and my like mental and emotional health. And then heartburn.
Yeah, that's fun.
The heartburn, y'all, it's real. I had it for a little bit in the second trimester, in the beginning of my second trimester, like I had it, and then it kind of went away. And now, oh my gosh, I'm almost 38 weeks. I'm 38 weeks like on Monday, tomorrow. But it's real. Like I wake up in the middle of the night, like my chest is burning and I'm trying, it's just real. That's it. How about you?
What is it? Favorite, least
favorite? And least favorite thing about pregnancy. You gotta be careful what you say here.
I'm like, what? I'm careful to not walk on a landmine right now. I'm like literally trying
You
to
wanted to answer the question. I was just gonna answer it and move on.
I think your answer is sufficient for both of us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go on.
How many kids are you looking to have overall?
17.
Are there certain age
17
gaps?
children.
And actually, we got this question again as well. How many children would you both like to have?
The real answer? 7. No, blank. It's not 7. What's the number? Let's see if she's gonna remember the number.
Can I say what I think?
You gonna say the number?
I'm gonna say what I think
This is a discussion. We're having an actual discussion.
Is this we're not having a real discussion.
Sarah, she's gonna say the same number.
See, remember we're talking about hard discussions?
This is a discussion right now.
We know we both want more than 2 kids.
What's the number?
I don't know what I'm going to feel like with 1.
That's fair.
And so I am really leaving myself open to however it is that I feel after having 1.
It's so diplomatic.
Because it's a real answer. I've said this to you before. I've said this to him before. Oh my gosh. And then I don't know what I'm gonna feel like after we have 2 kids. Like I might just be like, yo, I'm done, bro. But I think we can both agree on 3. Yes, right? Yes. We can both be.
I can be, relatively content.
That's not what I asked.
What?
I asked if we can both agree on 3.
We can,
This is, oh my gosh, this is like a discussion we've had so many times. Anyway, we can both agree on 3. In terms of the max, it could be more. That's where I'm gonna leave.
This girl's not answering the actual question.
How many kids do we want to have?
4 to 5. You know that.
Yeah.
Exactly. See? I know the real answer. Try to come with this.
It is 4 to 5, but like that's a lot of kids. And I think sometimes what's in my head is I just don't know what I'm gonna feel like with 1 or 2, and I just want to leave that open. That's usually how I am. I'm the person that's like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I want to see how I feel first, and then.
What am I?
You're the person that's like, no, this, let's go.
Yeah, I've always been that way.
That's Femi, and Winnie is very much like, let's see how it goes.
So that's the answer. That's the answer.
Yeah, that's the answer.
You got 2 answers.
That's 2 answers. What would you want for your first push present? Top 3. Me, my push present. For those of you that don't know what a push present is, it's like a present that he has to give me for pushing the baby out. Or having a C-section, whichever. Either way, the baby's coming out. Whatever happens. So I don't know what I want. I thought about this question. I actually have no idea what I want. I have ideas, I think. Okay, my issue with presents is I end up being really practical. And really, like, I don't talk about, like, like things you don't need but you kind of want.
So what are the things that you don't need?
Oh, you know what I really want? I want a jewelry box. You know, like one of those jewelry boxes that has like the different shelves and you get to put in different
That's too basic though.
Yeah, but see, I wouldn't buy myself that. Well, actually, I looked at a couple and I would want to buy
I was
myself
with
that.
you while you were looking at it.
I know.
So you cannot pick the stuff that literally we could buy today.
But
right now. Like,
I wanna, it's not necessary. What do I want? What do you think I want?
I'm not answering because I'm supposed to buy it. I already know what it is.
What is it?
I'm not telling you because that was my question.
Yeah, he asked that question. I don't know. I want a purse. Like, I want a cute purse. I want a cute wallet. I want, like, a clothing spree, shopping spree. But I can't even go on a shopping spree right now, y'all.
Pandemic flow. You do that all online, though.
I'm sure it'll come to me. We're gonna move on now. What is, actually, I'm gonna say, what are you most looking forward to about being a dad?
Creating a whole new family unit that's mine. Like, I get to create my own tribe right now. That's actually pretty cool. I think just being able to go on new experiences with the lovely little one. And probably just like doing things that we never got to do. Like, we got some stuff that's coming through the pipeline that y'all are gonna be like, whoa, are you serious? That my daughter is gonna experience for the first time that we never got to experience. So I think that's gonna be really cool. Really awesome. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And then, what was the family reaction when you guys announced the pregnancy?
My mother's reaction was hilarious. Mom's looked confused for a hot second. She was just quiet. She's just like, so first you gotta understand how I did it. Like, went to the house and we had like, I borrowed a sweater from her. So I used the sweater and I brought the sweater back. But like, it was like a pullover hoodie. So I brought the pullover hoodie back to her. And inside the pullover hoodie, I had like a baby bottle. And like I showed her the baby bottle inside the hoodie. And she opens it up and she sees the bottle. She's like, what's this? And I'm like, it's a bottle. Like, she's like, why do I have this? I'm like, showed her the photo of like the baby.
The pregnancy test.
The pregnancy test. But
like,
like,
it said yes on the.
But she still didn't know it was actually jokes. And after she processed, like, wait.
Yeah, she didn't realize because like when she was taking like when she had her last baby, which was Femi, like over 30 years ago, it was like she didn't have that stuff. She just
So it was like what do you like what is this thing? And what was so awesome was like there was a whole period of time where she was just silent, like looking at the baby bottle, looking at the photo of the phone, looking at me, looking at the bottle, looking at the phone, looking at me, and it's just like nodding her head. And then she goes to Winnie and she's like, "You happy?"
I was like,
awesome.
yeah.
That was awesome.
And then she got a smile on her face.
That was awesome. She's like super excited now.
She's so excited. Yeah, and then like other ones, like my sisters were actually there. If you go to our how we found out we were pregnant video, we'll link it right here. But my sisters were actually there when we found out, so they were obviously like really excited. And I think they were like a little bit like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Blah, blah, blah. And they still are. And then our best friends were just like,
They were crazy.
they were so happy. So it was good. It was all very, very, very good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And Femi's like the youngest in the family. And so I think all his brothers are like, yo, they're all having kids now. Because they all have kids. So, most of them. So, yeah. And then I'm the oldest of the family. So I'm the first one on my side that's actually having a baby, which is, yeah,
Pretty big.
pretty massive. So yeah, that's us there. How you plan to manage life.
Exactly the way you see us doing it right now. So what we actually do is pretty much structure everything we want. Like we calculate almost everything, right? Our time, how we want to spend our time, what experiences we want to have, what we want to eat most of the times, right?
Yeah.
Like everything we just block it and systemize it so it's a little bit easier. But this is gonna be a whole new chapter. So we just gotta, this is gonna be like a new layer, new level of experience that we gotta just maneuver.
Yeah. I don't know. My answer is I don't know. That means like exactly how we did it. But
So chill.
for me, I don't know. I think I'm just leaving it to however we feel and what, and I think there's a lot of things that people will say are gonna change, but I think sometimes that can be different for different people and different couples. And so for me, I'm kind of excited. I'm like nervous, anxious, all that stuff, but I'm also excited to see how this changes our relationship, how this changes our family dynamic, how does this change our household, how does this change how we do things. Everything's just I know everything's gonna be different, but I'm excited to see what is different and how is it different. So I don't actually have an answer for how we plan to manage our life. I think I think we definitely plan to manage it, but we are allowing ourselves, for me, we are allowing ourselves to be open to what that looks like.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah, that would be me. And then someone asked, are you pregnant? Yeah, girl. Tomorrow's 38 weeks. I'm almost there. Yeah, man. This is real. This is happening. And then Femi asked a couple questions. You want to see Femi's questions? How did you get such a handsome husband? Well, it's because I was so cute. Nah, that's not it. This one's a cutie. What is your least favorite exercise? That's another one of them. Right now, all of them.
This girl.
All
okay,
of them.
so
I
once
don't
you
want. I don't care.
Once you get everybody responds differently throughout the pregnancy, and like once you get to a certain number of weeks, everything becomes difficult.
Is it what?
Everything becomes difficult. Breathing, drinking water, and any type of physical activity. So we could have put any type of physical activity and that would have been right. Could have been putting these in the bag.
Stop it!
I'm joking. But what is when you're not pregnant? What is it?
When I'm not pregnant, my least favorite exercise, running. I hate running. I hate running. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I
wish I could catch a video of her running and just put it in B-roll.
I don't run. How would you catch a video?
We're gonna find a way.
I don't like running. Even on a treadmill. I don't get it. First of all, treadmills scare me. That's a whole other thing. No, we have one bag.
Huh?
Okay, so what we're doing now, we can fit everything in one bag.
Okay.
So we're just putting all of the pads that we made, Padsicles that we made into a Ziploc bag. And then we're just gonna put it in the freezer so that when I am ready, after everything, where I need some soothing, I can just go into the freezer, grab a pad, and throw that on to help cool.
Did we make enough?
Well, we made 14 because it was a pack of 14. If we need more, we'll make more at the time. I don't want to over make it.
Do you think we should just seal this and use that later? We could probably do that.
No, I'm gonna just throw it out in the bottle. I'm gonna throw it out.
How are you gonna?
You don't throw out.
Hold on.
Did you hear? He just asked if we throw it out.
Watch her try to figure out how Aloe's gonna fit back into this thing. Look, show the camera that. Show the camera that.
This is
no. Show the camera that. Show the camera. You're trying to make jokes at me. I was right. Okay. I already saw this. You're just trying to make jokes at me.
So why'd you put so much on?
Because you need more pads.
For me. That's not why. You did it by accident, and now you're trying to make an excuse.
I did it for enjoyment. That's really what it was.
You just like good.
It was fun, and you can squeeze the thing. It's come on. Just put it in the fridge. It'll be fine. All right, y'all.
That's it.
That's it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video, the Q&A. We got the Padsicles live. My name is Femi.
And I'm winning it.
And we are the DMs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.